Hello, hello, my dear students. Hello, viewers. Hello, my well wishers, patrons. I am on behalf of an easy step to English grammar online, and I am inviting you to join this live streaming so that I can take pleasure in discussing with you the use of am, is to, are to, was to, were to, has to, have to, had to. Clear? Hello, viewers. Please join this class, and I fervently hope that in my previous classes you were benefited. I hope. Okay, let us start. I am on behalf of an easy step to English grammar, and on hearing my video or while listening to my video or my live streaming, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Let us start. When should we use am to, is to, are to? When there is compulsion, please share, please call your friends to attend or to join the class. Hello, my dear students, my viewers, my patrons, and my well wishers. For example, when it is a bounden duty, when it is a bounden duty, or when it is a matter of compulsion, in the present tense, in the present time, we must use am to. For example, I am to perform all my household duties because my mother is sick. Because my mother is sick, I am to do. That means you are bound to do. You are compelled to do, because it is your duty and it is your bounden duty. Am to. Next is to. For example, he is to walk 5 miles to reach his school because he lives in an interior village. He is to. So when we try to convince or try to make somebody understand that the subject is bound to do something in the present tense, we must use am to, is to, or are to. Remember, in the present tense. Please call your friends to like, comment, share after hearing or listening to my live streaming and attending my class. And I think that all of you will be benefited. Next, are to. For example, we are to respect this gentleman, because he has planted many trees by the sides of the road. We are to. That means it is our bounden duty to respect the gentleman because he has planted many trees by the sides of the roads, which come to our benefit and which give us cool shade. Remember, R2. Next, I have used 3 sentences. I have given you 3 examples. I am to, we are to, he is to. For example, she is to perform all the household duties before going to school because her mother is sick. Remember. And another example I am giving you, we are to. Now they are to. For example, they are to go to market with heavy burdens on their heads because they are the farmers. They are the sellers of vegetables in the market. They are to. That means they are bound to. Remember it. Welcome to my channel and Easy Step to English Grammar, my dear friends, my well-wishers, my patrons. Next, I am going to discuss with you in the past tense. For example, he was to give me company when I was going to school because I had no companion at that time. He was to. When the duty is bounden or compulsion, and in the past tense, you will have to use was to. Clear? Now, my second example. I was to work out the sums myself because I had no teacher with me. I was to. I was to work out all my sums myself. Just follow my class. Just listen to my class without skipping a single line. And if you have any question, you may put or you may place any question and I will give you answer in writing after my class to clear your doubt. I have no objection. I am just for your service, nothing else. You were to. For example, you were to give witness in the court for him. You were to give witness in the court for him because he was not guilty. Because he was not guilty. And at the same time, he was helpless. You were to. Another example. You were to dispose of, you were to dispose of your house because you were in debt. You were in debt. So, in the past tense, when there is compulsion, you must use were to, was to. Another example, she was to give up his studies because her father died accidentally. Clear? She was to. That means she was bound to give up her studies. They were to. Another example. They were to give hard labor. They were to give hard labor in their land because during the flood all the food grains were washed away. I am taking the content from the Refugees by Parley's book. Clear? So, was to, were to can be used in the past tense when there is compulsion. Compulsion in the past tense. Okay? Now, my friends, I will give you some tips. Had to. When the time is more past, you will use past perfect tense. For example, I had to leave the meeting early because the sky was cloudy, or it might rain. I would have been very much happy if you would call your friends to join my class, to attend my class, and to learn how to use am to, is to, are to, was to, were to, and had to. For example, I had to leave the meeting early because the sky was cloudy. It is in the past perfect tense. Remember it. Another example, we had to take shelter. Remember that when you are using had to, am to, is to, are to, was to, were to, the verb must be in the present form. The verb must be, principal verb must be in the present form. They had to take shelter in a dilapidated house because it started raining. Because it started raining. They had to take shelter in a dilapidated house because it started raining. Remember? Had to. That is, it is more past. And you may use has to and have to when it is in the present perfect tense form. Present perfect tense form. When the result is present. The action is done, but the result is present. Because, for example, I have to go to market. I have to go to market because my father is busy working. I have to. Clear? It is in the present perfect tense. and it is compulsion. Another example, we have to plow the land ourselves. We have to plow the land or till the land ourselves because there was very much dearth of servants, workers, laborers, etc. Clear? We have to. I have to. You have to cook yourself because your mother is not at home. It is in the present perfect tense, remember. Remember, it is in the present perfect tense. The result is present. She has to fetch a bucket of water from the tube well because their pump set at home is not working well. She has to. Clear? They have to stay at home because it was raining heavily or incessantly. They could not go to school. Thus, is to, am to, are to in the present tense when there is compulsion, when there is bounden duty. Clear? Has to, have to in the present perfect tense when there is bounden duty and when there is compulsion. Has to and have to. Had to in the past perfect tense, that is, it is more past. When you are using had to, that means it occurred at a time which is almost forgotten by people, and it is a matter of discussion at present, etc. So had to, has to, have to, was to, were to, past tense, past indefinite tense, had to past perfect tense, has to and have to past present perfect tense, is to, am to and are to, it is in the present tense. Thanking all of you. Good night. Stay safe, stay mellow. I am ending my lecture now, and I think that all of you have understood, and if there is any doubt or question, please write in your queries and I will give you answer. And I think that all of you will subscribe my channel and like, comment and share, please.